developer Level 5 first made an impact with its action RPG Dark Cloud, a game that launched with the PlayStation 2 and was highly acclaimed for its unique town-building diorama mode, randomly generated dungeons, and delightful visuals. They continued to rock the role-playing masses with the releases of Dark Cloud 2 and Dragon Quest 8. With next year's release of White Knight Chronicles, we'll finally get to experience their RPG mastery on the PlayStation 3. We headed to Sony's studio in Japan to get a hands-on preview of what's to come. Classic Save the Princess tale full of ethereal, otherworldly backdrops, impressive customization options, colorful characters, action-packed real-time battles, and some really big surprises. As the game opens, the town of Ballandor is prepping for a royal coming-of-age ceremony for the beautiful Princess Cisna, and lead character Leonard is charged with upping the shindig's Bacchus factor by supplying the party with a huge shipment of wine. Not content to just be the evening's vino courier, Leonard lets curiosity get the better of him and sneaks into the party unnoticed. Little does he know, though, that an evil band of raiders, the Magi, are about to attack the castle with an army of dark knights and one ginormous roaring beast. Talk about a surprise party. Leonard rescues the princess and leads her deep into the castle's cellar. Eventually, they reach the castle's treasure vaults, where he comes face to face with a towering suit of armor gleaming brighter than anything in Lady Gaga's wardrobe. Cisna aids him into his newfound gear, and he binds with the White Knight, calling upon its awesome power to help him defeat the giant beast, which is great and all until the princess is kidnapped by the Magi while he does so. Chronicles takes place in a colorfully vibrant and almost fairy tale-like world. From its fantastical, architecturally impressive cities and towns to its lush, hilly, grassy plains and golden hot deserts, it's a veritable fantasy feast for the eyes. Even the scale of some of these locales is bound to make your jaw drop. For example, check out this huge turtle-like beast called the Demithor that holds the entire industrial city of Greed on its back.
We wanted to make this a big-scale RPG for PlayStation 3 with interesting situations and show scenes never before seen even in fantasies. We had decided from the very beginning that we would work those kind of interesting scenes into the game.
WKC scenery is all brought to life with fluid animations, which are best highlighted through some stunning cutscenes. A world map helps guide you to the various locations and dungeons while keeping your quests nicely organized. Replenish your cache in the cities and towns that are full of people and shops for buying, selling, upgrading, and even binding equipment to create unique weapons, armor, and other useful items. You'll also find guilds where you can sign up for a variety of side quests. Venture outside city gates to find the caverns, mines, and other intricate dungeons loaded with hidden treasures, supplies, and a wide variety of baddies. But there are a number of goodies too. Leonard makes many new friends and interacts with some bizarre characters along the way.
In this world, there are humans and tribes that are non-humans, and one of the underlying... So within the framework of this war between the races, there are encounters with these people. Sometimes they're friendly, sometimes they fight. I think in that sense, this piece contains a theme that is more true and realistic to humanity.
The first of Leonard's many cohorts is actually a custom character that you set up at the very beginning of the game. We were surprised at how detailed the avatar creator is. Even more surprising though, the variety of combat. Like in any great RPG, most of the game is spent navigating from place to place and tussling with the nasty creatures you encounter. But before you venture into harm's way, you have to prepare your party for battle, and this is where White Knight's customization features shine. As you earn experience points in battle, you also gain skill points. These can be spent on learning specific skills in categories like elemental magic, sword, staff, and axe skills. After acquiring some of these, simply pick the skills you want to call upon in battle and install them into command slots in whatever order you prefer. Maximize each of your learned skills by creating custom combos that can also be assigned to these slots. Thankfully, all of this prep time pays off. If you set up your party strategically, actual combat is a breeze. Executing commands is also a cinch. While this ring is charging, just select your next move in the combat menu and press X when it's ready. More powerful moves and combos require what are called AC points, indicated by this meter. As you take damage and use skills that do not require AC, you gain AC. Build up enough points and you can pull off powerful moves and combos for fast takedowns. At any time during combat, you can switch between any of your active party members, change strategies, use items, or even change equipment. But the thrust and center of White Knight's combat is Leonard and Friend's ability to transform. Our hero and a select few characters in his party have the ability to morph into gigantic, towering knights, extremely powerful and extremely necessary when taking on equally gigantic foes.
For me, the main aspect of the game design, or the entire project, is the keyword henshin, meaning transformation. It is something that exists in Japanese hero stories where the hero becomes a stronger, better person by morphing. It makes for very interesting combat situations, so I really wanted to use this in the game. How we incorporate this transformation in the game was an important consideration in our design philosophy, and we were certain that it would be the key element in the end.
Each knight has its own list of skills, stats, and equipment, which can be upgraded as the game progresses. Using your knight sparingly is important. If you think a boss battle is looming or see a giant troll ahead, charge up those AC points before you venture on, or you might be in trouble. Believe it or not, we're just scratching the surface of WKC. For example, the game boasts a unique online component that combines single-player elements with a multiplayer co-op mode, letting you play as your custom avatar in side missions and share content with friends. For the SimCity lover in you, White Knight also features a custom hometown builder called the Georama system. Use it to create a town for your avatar from scratch by using items and money collected from battle, chests, and other places. As you develop property for your town, add in shops, houses, farms, fences, trees, and more as you please. You'll also have to recruit residents to live in and work there. Once your little WKC community is hustling and bustling, it can actually become a source of items and supplies for Leonard. And by using GeoNet, you can even upload and share your towns with online adventurers to help them get started. Ultimately, we find White Knight Chronicles to be a slick JRPG with a charming story. It looks great, is easy to play, and innovates in areas of customization and online features. Considering how few RPGs are out there for PlayStation 3 right now, adding this White Knight in shining armor is a must-have addition to your role-playing roster.